everybody, welcome to my channel. So by the title of this video, you know what we're going to talk about today. I feel like this topic is very important because I noticed that it's been becoming like a trend. This word has been becoming trendy and I don't really like it. I feel like it's becoming more popular or mainstream to crash out. And I wanted to talk about it because when you're on your journey to elevate higher and to vibrate at a higher frequency, and once you get to that point, you're not just there to sit. You will be tested. And just like you can see the light in others, darker energies and people who vibrate at lower frequencies can also see your light. Sometimes they can be intimidated by it, and sometimes they literally vibrate so low that they become easy targets for dark energy and low vibrational entities to enter them and test you and try to knock you off balance and get you to vibrate at their low frequency. Just like they say, misery loves company. You will be tested. So I just wanted people to understand what's going on with this whole trying to make crashing out seem like it's okay. It's not okay. We need to find ways to protect and preserve our energy and keep ourselves from stepping outside of all the work that we've done. Do you need to release energies when things happen? Yes, but I feel like our goal is to learn to transmute those things, like take that and turn it into something higher. Like, do not allow yourself to stoop low into that low vibrational frequency. So I feel like I included some videos that have multiple points of view. Hopefully you find something in here that will help you if you feel like you might be dealing with this or for when you do get tested. So without further ado, let's get into the videos.
Emotional currency for the recovering crash out. If you're a crash out and you regret it and you no longer want to crash out, then watch this video. If you're still in your crash out phase, this video is not for you, but by all means, when you're over it, come holler at me. One is understanding why you keep crashing out. This is refractory period. Once we become emotional, that emotion, energy and motion takes over. And when it takes over, it changes the perspective that we see with, almost like changing the chemistry pattern of the brain. And when we are in an emotional state, that emotion puts us in a perspective of only looking to justify our emotion. So all of the information that we have to get us out of those situations, we don't have access to because that emotion blocks off our knowledge that we have and only looks to justify itself. Now, emotions usually last in the body for about 6 seconds if it isn't re-triggered, or it can go on for a longer time, especially if it keep on having thoughts that is reactivating that refractory period. But it's not the easiest to just redirect your mind when you're crashing out or even not hold a thought from entering your mind, which brings me up to point 2. Pre-program the crash out escape. Like right now, you take the time to go and put yourself in that mindset and literally visualize and imagine yourself taking different actions, and do it in 2 ways. The first way is see yourself not reacting that way, and then see yourself and imagine yourself becoming aware in the middle of your crash out. Because since you're not really in that situation, you can reconstruct those feelings within your body and your mind, but they're not as strong because you don't have the external validation to justify it. So you have more power in your mind and mentally to go in there and redirect and pre-program your crash out. So when you go into that actual experience again, your pre-program, the things that you have played over and over in your mind is going to pop back up, giving you an escape route out of that crash out. Hey, that's bars.
This is how these negative entities call good people to crash out. See, the negative entity thrives off worry. It thrives off fear. It thrives off chaos. It thrives off of overthinking. It thrives off of anxiety. And what ends up happening is this system that we're in, a lot of people go through these things and they get entities attached to them. So when they have this entity attached to them and they see someone that is not in that same frequency, they'll try to lower that person's frequency. See, this comes in the form of comment section. This comes in the form of public arguments. This comes in the form of people just trying to trigger you. Because what the thing is they're trying to trigger you so you can get to their level. And when you get to their level, then that entity can attach to you. Then you crash out. Then you have to deal with the demise afterwards. And the entity thrives even more because now you're depressed. Now you're worried. Now you're probably locked up. Now you done lost everything. See, that's what the entity wants to happen.
All you need is 30 seconds. 30 seconds to stop you from crashing out. You take those 30 seconds and you ask yourself, is this really worth it? What am I trying to prove to myself and what am I trying to prove to other people? Because 95% of the time, crashing out is not worth it. You're going to crash out every time somebody hurt your feelings. You're going to crash out every time somebody let you down or every time somebody play with you to prove a point. Y'all, it's people sitting in prison right now. Sitting in prison because they control their emotions and they crashed out because, oh, I got to prove to them that I'm this. I can't let them talk about me. I can't let them do this. Or they trying me. I got to do. Y'all, my mama always used to say, there is more than one way to skin a cat. You don't have to crash out in a dummy way that's gonna make you lose your job, that's gonna make you go to jail, that's gonna make you lose your freedom, that's gonna make you, just go insane. If stuff really going on, you can find different ways to finagle, different ways to get what you want done. But you don't have to, you don't gotta do the most. Especially, I feel like a lot of people be doing the most to just prove a point to somebody. Like, oh, you can't play with me. Like, I'm not somebody you can play with. Who cares if they think you somebody to play with? Like, if you know you're not somebody to play with, and if I really wanted to, I could, let them live their life. You ain't got nothing to prove to them folks. And you trying to prove something to them folks, it's going to have you walking around eating them bologna sandwiches while they out here living their life. Take them 30 seconds. Literally breathe in. Do 2 deep breaths. Breathe out. Ask yourself, is this really worth it? Is this really worth me crashing out? 9 times out of 10, it's not. So take yourself back in the house.
What I do to not crash out is stay to myself, don't get too attached to nobody, get in my Bible, get in my music, watch my TV shows, go outside by myself. I go touch grass, I go take myself out to eat. I am literally team no feelings. And I just was talking to one of my homeboys about this, and I was just saying, I don't want to keep being like this. I'm tired of being a no limit soldier. When my sister said that about me, it kind of hurt my feelings, but it also kind of made me feel like, damn, G, I really don't know how to express myself. Music is the way I don't crash out. If I can't figure out how to say something without getting emotional in front of people, I just go find a song that is fitting to it.
All right, so I'm going to come back really quick and talk about the last 2 videos. So the video prior to the one of Taye Diggs laughing, there's a young lady in there. She's talking about her emotions and how she's considered a no limit soldier, and she turns her emotions off, or she doesn't know how to express herself. And that's really what it comes down to. So you want to learn how to control your emotions because they're not going anywhere. Once you reach that level of consciousness where it doesn't affect you anymore, you won't have to worry at all because it will literally just bounce off of you because your aura will be so high that it can't even penetrate through it. All that negative energy can't even penetrate and get through to you. But until you get there and you're still on your journey to getting there, the goal is learning how to control your emotions. Because, we're human. We're going to have human emotions and want to react in human ways to things that upset us or make us feel uneasy. So, I was talking about transmutation earlier, you have to learn how to take that energy and turn it into something positive. You throw people off when things like that happen. The last video of him laughing, I literally had to do that at one point because I know that I'm working on myself. And clearly these dark forces out here know it too, because it's where I wouldn't normally be tested or be bothered. people are coming from all angles of life trying to test me and get me to act in a way that I used to, like crash out or like display anger that I'm going to feel disappointed in myself about later on. So you do have to learn to control your emotions. And if you know that you can't, she's right. Like, find something that is going to help you redirect that feeling of low vibrational energy into something more positive to get you out of that mood so that you're in a higher mood, in a better mood, so that you don't continue to do what is considered crashing out. So yeah, let's keep going.
Come close. Are you or someone you love always on the edge, about to crash out? I feel you, because that was me too. I used to be what they call a closeted crash out, if that's a thing, but I'd laugh, I'd joke, I'd keep it light for everybody else, but inside of me, it was a war zone. It was me versus me, and I was losing every time. Though there was a time that I found through study, through stillness, something so crazy that stress, anger, sadness were never our natural states. They were always just visitors. Yes, they felt very real, though our true default is peace. It's not something we have to chase. It's not something we have to earn. It's something that was always there beneath all the noise. And I know it's a tough pill to swallow. We were taught that we had to fight for peace, but real peace never needs to fight. You know, and if this hits home, just take a pause, breathe, and then remind yourself that you don't have to crash out. You came here as peace. We came here as peace. And all we have to do is let go of everything else that is saying peace isn't possible. Because that's the lie right there. Love you. Try for yourself. See.
Don't crash out. Like, that's what I want my message to be like to the younger generation. Cause I could try to see everybody think it's cool to crash. Yeah, that ain't cool. Ain't nothing cool about crashing out. I don't care who. Whatever, that shit ain't cool.
Don't crash out. Don't do it, my boy. This is coming from a mother who I specialize in crashing out sometimes. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. It might satisfy a temporary emotion or feeling, whatever the case may be. But don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna lose too much. You didn't work too hard. I'm speaking for you and me. Don't crash out. Whatever the case may be, whoever it is, whatever the place, the person, the thing, the bill, the situation, if it's broke, don't fix it. Look, man, it sounds cliche, but I'm telling you right to the nil. You can't crash out, because the only thing that's gonna do is gonna send you into a world of hurt. Crashing out does not benefit anybody, except for your bull, little petty ass anger. And don't nobody want that. Take advantage of that emotion and figure out how to control it. Then you develop having a superpower. If you crash out early in the game, you lose your ability to progress. You lose your ability to become stronger. You gotta hone your emotions, especially as a man. Too many people count on you. Too many people depend on you for that strength, that energy. You know what I mean? And if people realize that you're just willing to throw that shit out the window, they not gonna you. So don't crash out, man. Stay committed to your goals and be real with yourself.
Don't crash out. Don't respond. Don't say nothing. Don't text back. That's what they want you to do. They want to get you out your character. They want to humble you. They want to bring you down on purpose. And quite frankly, if somebody can get you to that point, they got power over you. If somebody can make you mad, that means they have power over you. If somebody can get you out your character, they have power over you. Stop giving them your power. Peace.
People will always crash out the more you choose to remain quiet in the workplace. And here's why. People lose their minds when you don't react to the workplace drama, when you don't engage in their gossip, or when you simply prefer to clock in, clock out, and go home. Some people need your energy just to keep going. In your silence, it's your power, but it's also their kryptonite. You see, when you choose to remain quiet, observant, and aware, they will always expose who they truly are. Their true colors will always be revealed because they don't have you to blame or bait anymore. So let them crash out. Let them show everyone who they truly are behind the scenes. And you want to sit right there in peace and collect your check. Because your silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. And you are strategically placing yourself in the winning seat every single time. So stay quiet and watch them fold like dominoes.
All right, ladies and gents, so before I wrap it up, I do want to come back and say your power is definitely in your emotions and your ability to control your emotions. Everything that happens to us, if we don't let it go or find a way to transmute it and turn it into something positive, it finds somewhere to sit in our bodies, and it can make you sick. It can literally disrupt your nervous system, and you'll be triggered. You'll be triggered when you're tested, and you will react in the same way that your cellular memory remembers you reacting to that situation in a previous moment. So you do want to make sure that you find ways to control your energy. And by controlling your energy, I mean control your emotions so that you keep your energy. Find things that help you to release. If it's crying, tapping your foot, coloring, drawing, taking deep breaths, laughing. I love to laugh. I don't care how crazy I look. If you tested me, and I know you tested me, and I know you're trying to get me down to a lower energy and a lower vibration down with you so that I can exist in your miserable state, I will literally just laugh out loud. I have my moments in my days where it just doesn't bother me at all, and I'll ignore you and act like you're not even in the room. That's the goal. That's what you really want to do. But if you can't and you're kind of like having one of those days, laugh. Promise you, things will change. Laugh, redirect the subject, remove yourself from the room or from the area if you can. Just whatever you need to do to make sure that you don't allow yourself to exist in that particular type of low frequency. Protect your energy at all costs in every situation. Take care of yourself. And with that, please let me know what you think. Please like, comment, subscribe. I love hearing from you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye for now.